Most of my dreams were about flying. I can remember very vividly the feeling of flying around through the clouds, looking down at the earth.
And I had this overwhelming urge to want to explore, to go out and find the answers, to determine where the unknowns were.
I decided when I was 14 that I really would like to fly in space myself.
Hello?
Hello, can I speak to Dr. Andrews?
This is Dr. Andrews.
Hi, this is Don Putty from Johnson Space Center. It's good to talk with you again.
You too.
I assume you're keeping warm out there.
Yes.
We've been looking at your application, and are you still interested in coming to work for us here in Houston?
Yes. 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 Goodbye.
You get the sense when you walk in the gate for the first time that you're now part of Johnson Space Center. You're a member of the team. And I realized that all these people who I had admired and respected for so long as astronauts had come this way before.
I was truly in awe of the challenge ahead of me. Finally, was going to be able to then make that next step.
Step forward, put your toes on the red line. Look up, hold still.
When you first arrive, your class is your family.
They support you in your weaknesses, and they draw from your strengths. You really feel like you're just fitting into a part of a big team that's all pulling together to make this orbiter fly.
Now, in the event of a transatlantic abort, or TAL, this abort rotary switch is turned to TAL, and the abort PBI.
You will see cloud patterns that show how our Earth's weather systems have changed.
Zero gravity, the slightest contact with your patient will send the two of you drifting apart. That's why it's important for both of you to be strapped down.
If the Almas engine fails after the
BFS is engaged in the elevator.
I mean, there's so much to learn.
It's like drinking out of a fire hose, you know, trying to swallow it all at once.
And some days you come out feeling like your brain's turned to mush.
And go!
Here on Earth, we do not have a zero gravity room. The only way that we can do it is with an airplane.
It's like being on a roller coaster. And at the bottom of the roller coaster, it feels like you're going to be pulled right through the seat. But then when you come up over the top of the roller coaster, it feels like you're going to leave your seat.
On the pull, clear to pull, release.
Well, at that moment, that's zero G.
explore to flight assignments.
You're finally going to get to do what you spent all this time training for.
You got this very tight team of people that you know are going to be sitting next to you in that chair when you go up in space.
But it seems like the flight is tomorrow because you have so much to do.
Very nice.
It's not just the astronauts. You're making the space program successful. We're a very small part of it.
We'll actually put an astronaut into a spacesuit, lower him down inside this pool, and then weight him out so that he's neutrally buoyant. It doesn't sink to the bottom or float to the surface.
How's that power tool working for you now?
The power tool seems to be working real well. The only thing is next time we might want to try it with the 90-degree drive adapter.
And we'll simulate an entire spacewalk for EVA, extravehicular activity, down inside this pool.
Even though this is a very high-tech organization, it really comes down to people. There are pilots, engineers, scientists, medical doctors, but they share one thing in common, and that is that they are all very versatile people. You have such an interesting blend of backgrounds.
WLH. See a good roll, Mike. Roger, good roll. 3 Roger, roll, Columbia.
3-104.
Roger, 3-104. Columbia, Houston, you're go with Roland. Roger, Houston, go with Roland.
Flight Max, I've got a rat chamber pressure on APU-2. It won't make it to Miko.
Capcom, tell the crew we see a rating chamber pressure on APU-2. Watch for early shutdown. Columbia, Houston, we've got a problem on APU-2. Expect an early shutdown. Roger, Houston. Okay, guys, I show APU-2 shutdown. Work the
The hardest part is getting to space. Now the main engines have shut down and you just undo your safety belts and you just kind of float right out of your seat.
I had this strange sensation of being right at home. It was a funny sensation. It was almost euphoric.
Time on orbit is precious. It's very expensive, and they pack our days.